Jai Hind. How are you all children? I hope that everybody is happy and healthy at your home. Isn't it? Yes. In the previous video, we did the reading, explanation and the summary of the lesson Nasruddin's Aid. I hope that you all have read the textbook and understood everything. Isn't it? Okay. So in this video, we are dealing with the textual exercise of this lesson. Okay, let's start. Dear children, let's move to page number 50. Children, the first textual exercise here is the word building. Shoot the arrow and hit the target by matching the words with their correct meanings. So, this is a match the following exercise where you will have to match the words with their meanings. The words are chatting, amazement, archery, defending, target and triumphantly. And the right hand side you have their meanings. The first meaning given here is shooting with a bow and arrow. The second one is talking informally. The third one is protecting from attack. The fourth one is great surprise. The fifth one is happily and proudly. And the last one is the goal intended to be hit. So, let's quickly try to do this. Dear children, the first word here is chatting. And you all know that chatting is an informal talk. Now look for the word amazement. Yes, we have the meaning great surprise. Next word is archery. Its meaning is shooting with a bow and arrow. Next one, defending, means protecting from attack. Next one, target, means the goal intended to be hit. The last word, triumphantly, means happily and proudly. Children, now move to page number 51. Look into your book as I read the question. Replace the bold word or words with a word from the cure and rewrite the sentence. Cure means the container in which the arrows are stored. You can see the picture of cure there. And the cure has 3 words on it. They are target, certainly, remarked on. You have to use these words in the sentences. Okay, the first question given here is, in no time she hit the object she aimed at. So, here the bold words are object she aimed at. The one word for this is target. So, this can be written as in no time she hit the target. Moving on to the second question. Nasruddin was surely not a good archer. Here, which is the highlighted word, children? It's surely. Now, look for its meaning. Yes, it is certainly. So, it can be written as Nasruddin was certainly not a good archer. The third sentence here is, the teacher said something about his good handwriting. He felt very happy. So, here the highlighted words are said something about, and it can be replaced with remarked on. So the sentence can be rewritten as, the teacher remarked on his good handwriting. He felt very happy. Dear children, next exercise is let's write. This is a picture of Rahul Gupta. Using the clues given, write a paragraph about him in your notebook. So, this is a paragraph writing activity, and using the clues given, write a paragraph about Rahul Gupta. So, the clues given in the box are Indian, cricket, 8 hours, practices, eats healthy food, runs 2 kilometers every day, batsman. So, children, using these clues, you will have to frame sentences. So, let's write. Rahul Gupta is an Indian cricketer. He practices for 8 hours daily. He eats healthy food and runs 2 kilometers every day. He is a good batsman. So, children, wasn't it easy to write a paragraph using the clues? Yes, I think so. Children, you have got one more writing task. Look into the book while I read. This is Rajiv's family. They are a healthy family. See what each one does to remain healthy. In order to do this exercise, you will have to go through these pictures given here, okay? The little boy at the extreme right end is Rajiv. The others are the family members of Rajiv, his father, mother, sister, grandpa, and his grandma. They are engaged in some kind of activities in order to stay healthy. Rajiv's father lifts weight. His mother practices yoga. His sister Sita does skipping in order to stay healthy. Rajiv's grandfather goes for walking in order to stay fit. His grandma drinks milk regularly in order to have healthy bones. Finally, Rajiv does jogging in order to stay healthy. Based on these pictures, you have to do exercises on next page. Use the words and or but and make as many sentences as you can about Rajiv's family. So, while writing the sentences, bear in your mind that you have to use the words and or but. Okay. You all know that and but are the conjunctions. You have already studied about conjunctions in your lower classes. Let's recall it. We use and to combine similar ideas. We use but to show a difference or an opposite idea. So we use but to show a difference or an opposite idea. So you have to use the words and or but in these sentences, okay? Here is an example. Grandpa and grandma get up early in the morning. In this sentence, and is used, isn't it? Next sentence, grandpa is walking, but Rajiv is jogging. In this sentence, but is used. Next sentence, grandpa and Sita go to morning walk daily. Next sentence, grandpa is walking but Sita is skipping. Next sentence, father and Rajiv help in the kitchen. Father is lifting weight but Rajiv is practicing boxing. Next sentence, mother and father help me in studies. Father wears a coat but the mother wears a sari. Next exercise is let's play. Fill in the grid with words given below. You can use one word more than once. Here you have a table or grid with the name of 4 games. The first game mentioned here is cricket. Second one, hockey. Third one, table tennis. and finally football. So what you have to do here is to fill in each of these boxes using the words that are given in the box. Some of the words can be used more than once. So the words here are stick, bat or ball, 11, table, racket, ball, football, stadium, 2 to 4, ground. So the first heading is what you play with. You all know that cricket is played with bat and ball. Next, where you play it. Cricket can be played in a ground or stadium. Next, number of players in the game. How many players are there in cricket? There are 11 players. Moving on to hockey. What do you play with? Stick and ball. Where you play it? At stadium. How many players? 11. Coming to table tennis. What do you play with? Racket and ball. And it's played on a table and the number of players could be 2 to 4. Finally, football. It's played with a football and it is played on a ground or a stadium and there are 11 players. Next, what you have to do it, using the information in the grid, write a sentence about each game. One has been done for you. Cricket is an outdoor game. We play it with a bat and a ball. There are 11 players in this game. Next one is about hockey. Hockey is an outdoor game. We play it with a stick and a ball. There are 11 players in this game. Next one is table tennis. Table tennis is an indoor game. We play it with a racket and a ball. There are 2 to 4 players in this game. Next one is football. Football is an outdoor game. We play it with a football. There are 11 players in this game. Next exercises. The following words are used in various sports. List them under the sport that they are used in. Googly, goal, LBW, penalty, free kick, penalty corner. Some words may be used in more than one game. So children, here are the words that are used in hockey, cricket and football. You will have to identify which of these words belong to each of these games. Let's do it, children. The first game here mentioned is hockey. The terms penalty corner, penalty and goal is used in hockey. Coming to cricket, LBW and googly are used in cricket. Coming to football, the term goal, free kick and penalty are used. I hope that you all have understood all the exercises that we have done. So, try to do the exercises or the worksheets in your workbook English Mode. Okay? Thank you.